Jamie, so the people I spoke with, they said that oftentimes they do see delivery drivers parking in these accessible parking spots, and the fines can be pretty hefty. The city of Phoenix has more than doubled the fine, up to $500 if you illegally use these parking spaces, and other cities also charge upwards of $500.
For a person who really relies on handicapped spaces, it's difficult.
Getting out of the house and picking up something as simple as a sweet tea for Keith Morrison isn't as easy anymore.
I have ILD or lung fibrosis, and my lungs, it's a terminal disease, and my lungs will close up eventually where I won't be able to walk.
Everywhere he goes, he's required to wear this 16-pound oxygen tank. So relying on easy, accessible parking to get around is important.
When you have a disability that's debilitating, it changes your lifestyle. It changes sometimes your outlook. Getting out for the day can mean a whole bunch.
But Keith says lately he's noticed more food delivery drivers parking in these marked disability parking spots. Just last week, he says he snapped a photo of a driver picking up an order parked without any tags in an accessible parking spot.
I get very frustrated. And occasionally I will approach them if I happen to be walking up at the time they're walking out. And I say, gee, I didn't see your handicap sticker. Oh, I'm just picking up an order. It's like, oh, well, I'm sorry, I'm handicapped, so you just made it very difficult for me. I didn't let them know, straight up.
And Keith isn't the only one recognizing this trend. Greg Eaton, who lives in Scottsdale, says he's noticed a concerning amount of food delivery drivers doing this as well.
People just zip in. And like, I'm only gonna be in for a minute, but then it doesn't leave the parking spots for the other people, the people that genuinely need it.
While it varies from city to city, fines for parking in a disability space can cost around $500. But for people like Keith, they hope these delivery drivers will leave space for those who really need it.
Nobody that's handicapped wants to be handicapped. Nobody wants to take advantage of anything. But when you are, it's a very appreciated gesture that they have this available for us.
Really feel for Keith there. Did you reach out to any of those food delivery companies? What did they say about those drivers parking the spots?
We don't know, obviously, what specific drivers they did that were with these specific companies, which ones were maybe not following some of the laws there. But we did reach out to the most popular, so Uber Eats and then Grubhub. Uber Eats says that they tend to send out communications all the time telling their drivers to follow specific parking and driving laws. And then we did also receive a statement from Grubhub. We have it right here. They said failing to comply could lead to removal from the platform. So they said they are doing their due diligence to make sure that their drivers are following these rules. But again, something to look out for. In case, maybe you do see someone parking in these spots and they are really needed for people.
Yeah, it's important to leave them available. Thank you, Michaela.
Thanks, Jamie.